Remember when I said the door panels are going to be the very last thing I'll do on this car at this location? Well, joke's on me because my clutch pedal has lost all pressure. It kind of happened overnight when I wasn't driving the car, thankfully. So this morning I went to the parts store and got some .4 brake fluid. It was definitely below the minimum mark. So after filling it with some fluid, now I got some pressure on the clutch pedal and I can actually get it into gear without problems. Before, when there was no pressure on the clutch, obviously I couldn't get it into gear. There's definitely a leak in the system. I don't know if that involves having to replace the master cylinder or the slave cylinder or some kind of line leak. So as I said before, I was planning to drive this car to Tennessee, but with this kind of problem, I don't really have time to diagnose it right now, and I don't want to deal with having to brake again, because after all, even if I do fix it, it's going to be me fixing it, not a professional. So I don't trust myself that much for a big road trip like that. So I think I'm just gonna tow this behind the Santa Fe. So good thing I was driving it around and making sure that if something does break, it breaks before the trip. And since we're not using a moving truck this time around, I need to squeeze out every inch of storage space I can. So I decided to throw a cargo box on the roof. Installing the crossbars was a total breeze, but the cargo box itself was way heavier than I expected. After some awkward wrestling and strategic grunting, I finally got it mounted, and now we've basically doubled our storage space. Oh no, I forgot to check if it clears the tailgate. Well, it doesn't clear, so I gotta push it up a little bit. Oh yeah, nice. Well, I was driving on the highway the other day and that roof box just fell off. So that roof box was actually a used one. I bought it from a Facebook Marketplace seller and it didn't have any branding. I'm pretty sure it's from AliExpress, but it was only $180, so I thought I would just give it a shot. I don't know, maybe it was user error. The lid just fell off on the highway. I was going like 80 miles an hour, and so I couldn't go get it because there was a lot of cars and there was no shoulder to stop. So I just had to keep going. So I learned my lesson and I got another used one from a Facebook Marketplace seller, but this time it's a Uhaul unit. This one seems to have slightly stronger hinges, so I think this one should be a lot better. And I didn't know this before because I'm not interested in cargo boxes in general, but these are really expensive. I mean, the new ones go for like $600 and up. Even like the brand name ones from like car manufacturers, they go for like $1,500 or more. And because I was just gonna use it for this long trip, I didn't want to spend all that money. But I think the lesson is that at least I should get a brand name one with a good mounting system and the good hinges. This one is a bit smaller than the other one, but I think it'll do a lot better. Wow, this is heavy. This is the Kurt trailer hitch that I'm gonna install on the Santa Fe. Never done this before, but it's supposed to be pretty easy. And I also got a trailer hitch wire harness for the lights. I didn't know, but it's illegal to tow your car without working trailer lights. But yeah, this is a factory harness, so it should be plug and play. They do have like non-factory ones, and you gotta like do wire splicing and take off a bunch of trim. So this should make the job a little bit easier. So I have to lower down the exhaust right now, but because I'm moving, I sold my jack stands. So I don't really have anything to support it from underneath. So I'm doing kind of one of that. And hopefully when I lower it down, it should be good enough. But definitely don't do this if you have better tools than me. It also helps if you have an exhaust hanger puller, but again, don't have the tools. Okay, so finally got it up on the U-Haul. It was kind of a crazy thing because I had to, if you can see, there is that bleeder. So because I didn't have any pressure on the clutch, I had to basically make pressure with that reservoir, and somehow I was able to get it on the U-Haul strapped down. But I think the problem is the slave cylinder, because the master cylinder is new and the leak that I found was near the where that clutch is. So when I do get to Tennessee, I'll have to address that. But for right now, I'm very glad that I was able to get it onto the U-Haul. Well, I'm stuck on the side of the road right now because I saw a sign that said, "Pull over here if your car is overheating." And I thought that was kind of interesting because I've never seen a sign like that. But it turns out that I'm in the middle of a desert in California, and a lot of cars overheat here, not because the car is running hot, but just because the ambient temperature is so hot. So as soon as I saw that sign, my car gave me a warning and saying it was overheating. So I am pulled over here. I'm sweating like a pig, although it might not seem like it, because it's 112 degrees right now without any AC. And there's a lot of cars behind me actually that are also stopped here. So I think I'm just gonna wait it out until my car cools down a bit, and I'm gonna continue. I assume I have to keep doing this a couple times until I get out of this desert area. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so hopefully the weather will get much cooler. But yeah, this is what it's like traveling in the desert. Gas is $2.95 here. Holy crap. Good morning. I made it here safely to Tempe, Arizona. We had that little overheating accident, but I think the car is fine. I shut the car off in maybe like 5 seconds after it gave me the warning. And then afterwards it cooled down. So I think we're okay. So far so good. The tap water here, even if you turn on the cold side, it's hot. That's how hot it is here. But for right now, let's go have some continental breakfast. Alright, no one broke into the car, so the Saab is safe, and my Santa Fe is doing the kind of a squat in the back. I think it's overloaded, or very close to it. You know, in the East Coast we got forests. Well, here in Arizona you got cactus forests. I mean, it's everywhere. Holy moly. I don't know what I got myself into. My car was overheating again because of the heat, and you know, this car is definitely operating beyond its weight limit, so I think that's why it's overheating. So I pulled off to the side of the road and I saw a sign for a brake check. So I pulled into the brake check, but it wasn't the brake check. It was like one exit before that, and it was like a trail, and I'm going like off-road with this with this thing, and thankfully there was a way to turn around, so I'm on my way back to the highway. I met a nice guy and he was familiar with the area, thankfully, and he told me to turn around because the road gets a lot rougher. And yeah, so this is becoming quite an adventure. My temperature is good though. I'm getting close to Holbrook, Arizona, and all of a sudden it got a lot more greener, and no more desert, and no more over 100-degree weather. So I think I made it out of the desert area safely. Thank goodness. You know, for the price, this is a pretty good brisket sandwich. We're back to Oklahoma. You can't really see it, but that's the sign. There we go. Alright, so it's a little bit past midnight and I just arrived in Elk City, Oklahoma. But look at this thing. That looks freaking sweet. What is this? Wow. Looks like kind of reminds me of Cruella de Vil's car. So cool. It's a I don't know what mark that is. That looks so sweet. Oh wait, is it? Wow. That looks so sweet, dude. Baroque? What's the name of the car, maybe? Anyone knows what this is? Leave it in the comments. OKC! Congratulations, Thunder fans. You guys deserve it. Great team. Wow. Whoa. It's raining like crazy right now.
Welcome to our
Big ass Bass Pro Shop. It may not look like it, but it's pouring so hard right now. It's Nashville downtown. It's actually surprisingly pretty big. I thought it was like a smaller city, but man, Nashville is huge. Going into the fog. Well guys, I made it safe and sound. It was a long journey, over 2,000 miles. I unloaded the 900 safely as well. It still had pressure, so I guess it held pressure for about 3 days. The place I moved to is a rental, but it is a house. And the landlord over the phone told me that it was like a larger one-car garage. Maybe I misunderstood him because it's pretty much the same size as what I had before in California, which is a real bummer because I couldn't really do anything about it because we don't really have another choice and we needed a place and we were kind of set on this one to begin with. It's not a huge deal for me. It really does suck because it's gonna limit on what I can do, but I'm just glad and thankful to even have a place with a garage here. By the next episode, I think it'll all be organized and neat. I ordered some furniture and some toolboxes and stuff like that, so we can get started on fixing the Saab's slave cylinder. I may or may not have to buy another car for my wife because she's going to be going to school every day and I need the Santa Fe to haul the kids around while she's at school. And so without another car, I don't see how that could work out. It's not like this car is running right now. So we may get another car for the channel. That would be really fun. So that was my little recap of the trip. Thank you guys so much for the thoughts and prayers for the trip. Really appreciate that. Anyways, I'm gonna get settled in. Today, thankfully, is July 3rd, so I have the long weekend to get settled in and organize this place. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.